All right, on days 11 and 12 of the NTI work, that's where we start the new stuff. No more busy work after you get to that point. So this is section 8-3 in your textbook. If you want to, you don't have a textbook, but whatever. So the first thing, remember on your the first assignment is just copy the notes. The notes are there. You know, they look kind of like the notes that you normally done. Copy them down, take a picture, and send it to me. That's the first part. Okay. The actual worksheet, the 8-3 worksheet, is on there as well. This is about multiplying polynomials. Okay, multiplying groups of polynomials. So if you had just one thing, this is one of the things you're on your notes. If you had just like 2x, that's called a monomial. Okay, there's just one of them. If you had 2x plus 7, that's a binomial because there's two parts. Okay, and if you had 2x squared plus 7x plus 3, that's a trinomial. Okay, so just those, that's easy. It's 1, 2, 3. And if it's more than 3, it becomes a polynomial. Poly just means mean. Okay, so don't let that part clear over. That was at the top of the notes too. Some people didn't write that down, but I'll let it slide. All right, so this isn't too bad. This is just distributed property. Anytime you have a number sitting outside parentheses, you distribute to everything. We used to call it the FOIL method, and the FOIL is kind of easy. It stands for first, outside, inside, and last. That's how I learned how to do it way back in the Stone Age, back in 2005 or 2004 when I learned how to do this. They don't always use that anymore. Now they just kind of say distributed property. Whichever way you like, it's kind of the same thing. Well, all you have to do is take everything in this set of parentheses and distribute it to everything in that set of parentheses. When you multiply polynomials, remember, you multiply the whole numbers, you add the exponents, okay? And there'll be some like terms to combine towards the end. So bell, it is, it'd be lunchtime right now, so sorry, no lunch. All right, so the first thing, I'm going to take this 2x, I'm going to multiply it right here. And that's where we would get the first. Okay, you multiply the first two numbers together. So 2x times negative 1x would be negative 2x squared. Okay? Next part, I take the 6. I multiply it by, take the 2x again, and multiply it by the last thing on the inside. Let's get that part. All right, so 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. All right, that's not too crazy. Now, let's look at the second part. The 6, I'm completely done. I distributed the 2x to everything over there. Now I'm going to distribute the 6. So I'm going to take this 6, I'm going to multiply it by negative 1x. Okay? So 6 times negative 1x would be negative 6x, and that will be the inside, because those are the inside two numbers. Okay? And the last part is 6 times negative 2. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. Now, we're almost done. We have a couple of things that can combine. They're like terms. That means they have the same variable raised to the exact same exponent. So I've got negative 4x, negative 6x. Those are like terms. I can put those together. Negative 4x plus negative 6x is negative 10x, and everything else just stays the same. Negative squared minus 12. Okay. That's actually a quadratic. That's what we do in the next chapter. Curved. It's a nice curved line when you try to graph it. We'll talk about those in just a little bit. All right, and then the next part is multiplying a binomial by a trinomial. This is this part right here. That means you have 2 multiplied by 3. Okay, so there's a few more steps in this one. Okay, but I'm going to take the x, I'm going to multiply it to all 3 things inside the parentheses. Okay, so x times 2x squared would be 2x cubed. X times 3x is going to be plus 3x squared, and x times negative 4 would be negative 4x. So that's the first part. Now I've got to do distribute the 3. So I'm going to take the 3, I'm going to do the exact same thing, multiply by all 3 things on the other side. So 3 times 2x squared is going to give me 6x squared, and that's a positive, so I'm going to put a plus. 3 times 3x will be 9x. Once again, positive, so I put a plus. And 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. All right, any like terms I can combine? I see a couple. Looks like I have some x squareds that can go together. So I've got a positive 3x squared and a positive 6x squared. That would give me what? Positive 9x squared. Also, in here, looks like I've got a negative 4x and and a positive 9x, negative 4x, and positive 9x is 5x, positive 5x, and everything else you can just break down. So 2x squared plus, and then minus 2. Okay? So that's my answer. That's a cube, sorry. 2x cubed. That's my answer. That's all the work you have to do there. I need to see about, at least you can see this middle step where you're putting your stuff together, combining like terms. Not too terrible, just the next section. All right, any questions with that? Let me know.